Hello everyone, my name is Winnie Adile, and I am a youth advocate here in Uganda. And my philanthropic works are basically working with young people around the areas of social reproductive health, focusing on HIV prevention, disability inclusion, menstrual health management, as well as aspects of leadership, because we do encourage young people to take up leadership spaces so that they are part of the change that the society needs. Now, when we go to schools, in terms of the works that we do in schools focusing on menstrual health management, you do realize that very many young people are actually dropping out of schools in the rural communities just because they do not have access to sanitary pads, and probably because also they cannot afford. So when it comes to affordability of that sort, that is where our works in the philanthropic world of SRHR comes in, to see how best we can train these young people to locally make these sanitary and reusable pads, where they can be able to be part of the change in the communities, in that they'll be able to make these pads, sell them, as well as also teach other young people in the communities where they're from. And all in this aspect, you do realize that once they keep training the other fellows, most of these girls are able to actually start selling what they have made out of the sanitary pads, and then they're able to purchase for themselves, as well as also in the long run keep in school. And the issue of menstrual health management and the perspective of how it keeps girls away from school is actually solved. And then when it comes to the aspect of philanthropy, to ensuring that these works actually happen, oftentimes as people in the civil society entities, we have always left this work to donor funding. I'll just give an example of what I and my friends did under a program we were running called 2025.Stories Uganda, where as a group of young people from different professions, we were having challenges actually getting jobs. So we sat down and we were like, okay, we don't have a job, but we want to create change. And the fact that we don't have a job and we want to create change and we want to be part of the change, we believe there are also young people out there in the communities who are in the same position as us. So we decided to come together as young people. We didn't have any funding, but we decided to come together and just put our skills together, and we formed what we call We Talk Series, an entity that was for the young people, by the young people, to serve the young people. We started designing projects, accountability projects, where we went to communities, spoke to the women in the communities, we spoke to the girls in the communities, we went to schools, we started partnering with different organizations, including Open Space Forum, which at some point was our host mother organization, and our office was actually here. And along the way, we realized that our projects needed money. So what we did is we decided to all get jobs, where luckily we applied for jobs, and 3 of us managed to get a job. So from the jobs that we were doing, we decided every month we would actually put some amount down, which amount in the end actually we always put together, and it's what we actually use to always go and do the activities in the communities. So that is how we started. We started self-financing the activities we do as We Talk Series, and in the long run, different partners came in and started bringing in money. But the lesson I pick from this is, oftentimes they say being a philanthropist, you have to be someone with so much experience. Oftentimes they also say you have to be a very rich, a very big and rich person, like let's say Dangote or the Sudirs in Kampala, or you have to have a very strong profile in the community that will actually open doors for you. But I'm here to say that with philanthropy, it often goes back to the heart, how willing you are to effect change in the community that you're in. And this doesn't necessarily have to amount down to the money in your pocket, but it also goes as far as what you envision for the society, and within the skills in your convenience, what you can do to actually change the community. In this era where there is a rise in technology and all that sort, you can decide to be a philanthropy online, whereby you're sharing the plight of the communities online, and in that sort you can actually crowdfund as well as draw traction and navigate the internet in a way that you're able to draw attention, the community's attention towards a particular issue in the community. And in that sort, you may not necessarily have acted there as an individual physically, but you could have done that work using the skill and the potential you have online by drawing attention of other people who have the capabilities of financing it. All I can really say is all this nurtures back to the kind of mentorship that as a young person through 10, 15 years ago, I would have really wanted to have someone mentor me through this. So in this kind of work that I do, I believe as a mentor other young people, it's also one way that I can also actually give back to the communities, because currently we live in a world where we need to hold each other's hand in order for us to grow big, as well as ensure that the communities that we live in are more safer. As a young person, as a philanthropist, as someone who identifies with philanthropy, I'd like to invite you, a fellow young person out there, to take part in the Philanthropy Week. And with this, I know the society believes that we are troublesome. We are always causing trouble in the society. So let's take action this Philanthropy Week and ensure that we do a good deed in the society by giving. Do something good, give a word of affirmation, do something that your society would actually be proud of you. And with that, you can start by actually being an example in your society by giving, or as well as also just going to the communities and then just being part of something good that is happening in your society. So see you all and enjoy the Philanthropy Week.